Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Cancer for the month of September 2022. So Cancer, we are in the sign of Virgo. The element is earth, and you are in your third house, which is the house of learning, teaching, learning, neighbours, siblings, all those sorts of, those close people that we have to sort of learn from because they're in our sphere basically. So let's have a look. And you have the energy of the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords just gives you a bit of advice to just stand back a bit and spectate. You don't be participating too much. And on the other hand, it can mean that you could possibly become a bit unwell with something, so you need to sort of just withdraw a little bit from your usual life because you need a rest. So it's spiritual learning too, the third house. It's the Trinity, it's the Father, Son and Holy Spirit type of energy, so very spiritual learning. Where you are right now, and we have going with the flow. So patience is the key for this next couple of weeks. There, Cancer, go with the flow. It's a highly spiritual card, the Hanging Man, and it does ask us to just, you know, observe. Don't be rash, and don't be getting involved in things that don't concern you, or, you know, with the neighbours or the siblings or the people at work. Just try and stay out and watch. Don't be putting your 2 cents worth in, because you won't come off very well, I don't feel. It's almost like you're watching someone else's movie. Let's see the influencer, and that will influence the other cards. Oh yes, the Eight of Cups. So there's some kind of relationship story coming here that's asking you just to step away from this for a little bit. It's sort of come to a point of boiling, or it's contained and it's sort of going around and around emotionally in circles. There's no sort of resolution in sight. So you have to kind of just step away from it. Because, and this, if you don't do this, you can just see, Cancer, what intuitively you will know what will come out of it if you dip your oar in there. It's not going to be pretty. And this particular relationship, it really is at the moment, there's nothing else you can do but just stand out from it and give it a bit of breathing space. Have a holiday from it just quietly. At the moment, it's somebody else's stuff, but it is affecting you and your relationship with them. Let's have a look at June, July, August, and see what was going on there, and still has impact as we are now. And we have the Knight of Wands, so very fast moving energy, and this could be a culprit indeed. This character, he comes riding in at full top speed and just kind of puts a cat amongst the pigeons, if you know what I mean. Sort of really sort of revs things up a bit. Can be very, so it's quite a Aries card, so it's very much oh, look out of the way, here I come, get out of my way. So he's kind of moving at top speed and can create a lot of waves as he comes in. There are positive vibes for him too, things moving forward. It could be holiday time as well, where things get really, we travel, we move, and things all sort of get out of kilter in that time. As we know, the routine goes out the window. All that sort of stuff is still sort of playing. And for Cancerians, who are very much the home bodies really of the zodiac, that can be a bit unsettling. And especially that energy, it's almost like, oh, hang on a minute, you need to just slow down. Recent influences. And there we have the Four of Cups. So once again, emotionally just feeling a bit out of the loop, just feeling a bit like I've got everything but something's missing emotionally in my life, my relationship with this person or that person. And you're just feeling a bit disconsolate about it, just a little bit sad or a bit sort of at a loose end to know what to do about it. But we know what to do about it. Just give it a bit of a wide berth. This is a transitory card, obviously, so it will pass shortly, and it's just like this too shall pass. So just, keep your observer hat on and just sit back and watch what goes on. And yeah, this feeling, you have to feel the feeling, and it's not very nice, but it's better than pretending. Of course, you Cancerians, you're water people, you're intuitive, you can't pretend. You can't. You just can't. But it will pass. Let's have a look at the lesson you'll be learning. And we have the new love coming in again, the Page of Cups. So things will strike up again. Love will be reignited shortly. Sometimes we just need to step away, give it a bit of a rest, let it breathe, focus on something else. And there, it's still there, but it's just, there's been, life just gets in the way sometimes and ruins our perspective on things. And especially in the third house too, Cancer, it can be. It's very much a spiritual learning card, as I said, house, as I said, so it can be very much about the lessons you have to learn. It's not so much about who did what, it's about just, life collides with relationships and learning has to come out of it. Let's see near future. And we have the beautiful Destiny card of the Wheel of Fortune. So a beautiful card. So if you've been putting the energy in, you will get rewards. If you haven't been putting the energy in, you won't get rewards, and it's as simple as that. But that's on your destiny, so you know to yourself what that means for you, actually. So it's about just following the path of destiny, as all this is in the destiny of the moment. It's to sort of engender a bit of learning about the situation from a higher power, if you like. A different perspective from something that's larger than us here. Very nice card though, so just tread. So as long as you're moving forward, Cancer, that's all you can do with it. Let's see what's happening that you're not realising. Strong independent energy coming through with the Nine of Coins. Things going well in that side of things, stable. Projects, nearly completion of projects. Sort of feeling pleased about where you're going with things. It's just at the moment it's this emotional sort of spiritual lessons you're learning that are a little bit tough. But, every month there's a different thing to contend with. So that's going well. So focus on that a bit more rather than just worrying about how you're going to navigate around this other thing at the minute. And next we have How Others See You. The High Priestess. The Secret Keeper. It's a beautiful card, actually. It talks about just, keeping your own counsel. And that is a very good piece of advice. And if these people or whoever is involved in this scenario with you, they're looking at you like that, I think this is a good thing, because they know you won't sort of blurt it out and start talking about it on any sort of level. They know that you can keep secrets very well, but you can also keep your own counsel, so that's what you have to do. So it's a really good card, and it's the card of the Pisces. We're in Pisces full moon coming up in the next couple of days on the 10th. So it will be interesting what that brings up, as all full moons are beginnings and endings. And then we have positive feelings. We have the slow moving energy of the Knight of Coins. So just getting on with things. Things are destined to be a bit slower this time, but that's all right. It's a very loyal card as well. So loyalty's on the top of the list there. Just sticking at it, going with it, not worrying so much about it, but just realising that things are quite slow on this level with this story that you've got happening this time. And that's okay too. So you've got a few markers here, the Hanging Man and the Knight of Coins, sort of urging caution and just slowing down and being patient. Let's have a look at your final card. And we have don't give your personal power away, which is interesting as well. So don't give it in, Cancer. Just say, okay, no, I'll catch up soon, but just not today. I need a bit of a break. And so that's really important for you as well. And that will come in as a challenge. Perhaps, after the full moon, there'll be this story coming in where people, or this particular relationship or interaction, the person tries to sort of get you to do what they want you to do, but it's not what you want. So don't do it. The message for you is pure speech. Happiness comes when your words are pure, bringing about kindness and benefit to yourself and others. Well, I rest my case. So you just, just be pure of your words and everything will be fine, especially with giving you personal power away. Just say, well, I'm actually quite busy. Thank you. Thank you very much for listening, Cancer. We'll talk soon.